Connecting from. This is our daily morning show, our morning football news and transfers. We are live again, guys. Yesterday was really an interesting Champions League fixture. We had the likes of FC Barcelona being knocked out, Liverpool as well being knocked out of the Champions League. It was very interesting fixture in the Champions League. Second leg, Atletico, I said that definitely they were going to qualify, and my prediction on Monday. Was that on Monday? Yeah, I made a prediction yesterday, by the way. Yeah, I made a prediction yesterday, and I said that Barcelona is going to win that game, but they will be knocked out by Atletico. And my prediction was exactly 2-1, and that was the outcome of the game. Then for the Liverpool game, I predicted that PSG was going to win, and my prediction for that game was a 2-1 win, but it ended up to be a 2-0 victory. Liverpool were beaten both home and away. They couldn't score one single goal in both fixtures, and that is really embarrassing for a club as big as Liverpool. They couldn't score one goal even at Anfield. That is shocking. But anyways, it was very interesting. Yeah, it was very interesting. Anishkan says, "Hi Nobu, bro. Yeah, welcome back, Anishkan." Reluctant Gamer says, "Hey, Reluctant Gamer, welcome back as well. Hope you guys had great nights." Anishkan says, "Still, it was a robbery. It was no offside." Come on, brother. How are you saying that's not an offside? That's definitely off. What's his name? Was it Fermin Lo? No, I think that was Ferran Torres, right? Yeah. Ferran Torres was offside. So why are you saying it wasn't offside? He was offside. Yes, the ball hit the Atletico defender before getting to him, but he was offside. He was offside before that ball even was kicked. So it's the rule. It's definitely an offside. So I don't see anything that has to do with robbery there. It was a clear offside. And the red card as well was a red card. Eric Garcia was the last man standing. He got sent off for that. So there's nothing I would see there as being a robbery. Nah. There's no robbery there, sincerely. There's no robbery there, but I don't know why you guys are complaining. Honestly, I don't understand why you guys are complaining because, come on. Yes, you lot fought well, got early goals from Yamal and Ferran Torres, but you couldn't get over the line the same way you did in the second leg of the Copa del Rey. You won 3-0, but couldn't get one more goal to get into extra time. So it is what it is. But I honestly understand you guys feeling it's not a good feeling to be knocked out. Yeah, it's not a good feeling, but it's part of the game. Sometimes you feel the decisions are not in your favor. But for that offside, I honestly think that is a clear offside because Ferran Torres was offside. So I don't see why you guys are saying it's not an offside. Why exactly? It's definitely an off. Was he the last person on that line or not? He was, so definitely he's offside. Didn't you guys see the VAR drawing the line? So what's the not offside for? Matthew Transport says 50-50. Which challenge are you referring to as 50-50? Matthew. M Dictator says no red card and offside. What are you saying, no red card? Was Eric Garcia not the last man after Solot? You had Eric Garcia. Solot was running and they brought him down. So what exactly is that? And Rafinha is also complaining about the same thing. I think that is Barcelona's tactics. Even after the first leg, where they were complaining of the referee's decision, they went to UEFA and UEFA told them that their complaint is inadmissible, right? So I don't see what Barcelona is complaining about, honestly. Nothing says Olmo was pen. Danny Olmo? Which challenge was that? Danny Olmo. I really can't remember the Danny Olmo incident. Danny Olmo. Okay, was it Danny? No, it was Liverpool that the referee had to go and check the VAR because I was watching both games at the same time. It was a Liverpool one that the referee had to go and check the monitor to see McAllister and Pacho. At first, the referee gave a penalty, but VAR told him to go and check the monitor. He went to review it and he cancelled the penalty and said no penalty for Liverpool. For the Barcelona one, I can't remember the Dani Olmo incident. M Dictator says, one biggest robbery in history, same in the first leg. What's the biggest robbery? Nothing says, Lorente tried to kill Ferran. I think the only possible red card I would have seen in favor of Barcelona in that game was when Fermin Lopez headed that ball. Now, I think the ball hits the goalkeeper and the goalkeeper's leg hit Fermin Lopez's face. That was the point I was looking at. Okay, if there is going to be a red card in favor of Barcelona, that would be it. Yeah, because I know maybe why they didn't give it was because that didn't have any impact on the ball. He had already headed the ball and the ball hits the goalkeeper. Now the keeper was landing and his boot went to Fermin Lopez's face. Yeah, that was, and he was bleeding very, very well. He was bleeding profusely at that point. Yeah, it was a very, very terrible one. That was what I was even looking at as a penalty, but VAR didn't review it. I think if they had reviewed that, then it would have been a penalty. Who is spamming the chat? Who is this new guy that is spamming the chat? Anishkan says, Koke jumped into our player to take the shot when the yellow card gone that time. Man, I don't understand these Barcelona guys in the chat. You guys are shouting you were robbed. You guys didn't play fantastic the whole game. The first 20 minutes or first 15 minutes, Barcelona was putting a lot of pressure on Atletico. So one problem with Barcelona in that game was they didn't capitalize on that 2-0 lead, because if you guys had capitalized on that 2-0 lead, you would have gone at least 3-0 up in the first half. Yeah. But you know, the biggest problem, and I've been saying this, the biggest problem of Barcelona is the defense. That is your biggest problem, because your attack has already delivered, scored 2 goals. Why can't the defense lock up everywhere? Why can't they lock it up? That's the biggest problem for FC Barcelona this season and also last season. Last season was even better. Your defense is the major weakness of that team. Your attack is firing. Your midfield is very strong, but the defense, Barcelona defense is very, very bad. M Dictator says no offside because the Atletico Madrid pass to Ferran Torres, no red card because he didn't even touch him. There was a contact between Eric Garcia and Solot. And for that offside, Ferran Torres was already offside before that ball was played. Right? The ball was played by his teammate and the ball hit the Atletico player, then went to Ferran Torres. So offside rule is simply before the ball is being kicked, you are the last person after that line, then you are definitely offside. That's the rule of the game. Cool One says Dembele strikes 2 in Anfield. Yeah, Dembele showed why he is the current Ballon d'Or holder. Yeah, that was a crazy performance from Ousmane Dembele. Excluding those 2 goals, he was fantastic in the game. One person I wasn't happy with was Desire Doué. Doué was absolute trash yesterday. Though it's unfortunate for him that he got injured. That push from Soboslai, that wasn't a good one. It wasn't a good one. Dennis Bergkamp says Barcelona is the opposite of Arsenal. Excellent attack, shocking defense. Yeah. Barcelona, like I said, the main weakness of that Barcelona team is their defense. Also, that high line they play. Any team that has very good attack is definitely going to dismantle Barcelona, because the Barcelona midfield is solid, right? The likes of Pedri, De Jong, but I don't know why he didn't start De Jong yesterday, honestly. Because De Jong played over the weekend. Yeah, I know he's just coming back from injury, but De Jong should have started that game. Yeah, he would have made it easier for the likes of Pedri in the midfield. But I know he played Gavi as well. Gavi has been back for a couple of weeks now, but yeah. Nothing says no, that's onside. It didn't interfere with play. How are you saying that didn't interfere with play, bro? Before that ball was kicked, Ferran Torres was already offside. Yes, the last touch was on the Atletico player, but before the Barcelona player kicked that ball, he was offside. I don't know why you guys are shouting that's not an offside, honestly. That offside was very, very, very clear. Very clear. No two ways about it. Very clear offside. M Dictator says Banico Strava revenge on Atletico Madrid in the semi-finals of the UCL. I'm going to read out Rafinha's comment. He went wild, the same as De Jong, but it was mainly Rafinha. He was just complaining about the referee yesterday. Lionel Messi says, bro is saying Ronaldo Nazario. And Ishkan says, bro, Nobu, you should have watched the match very carefully. I was watching 2 games at the same time, right? The Dani Olmo one, honestly, I don't like talking about what I did not see. I didn't see that incident, right? Because I was watching both the Liverpool game and the Barcelona game, right? On the 2 screens in front of me. Yeah, I was watching both games. But that Dani Olmo incident, I didn't see it. The one I saw that part of the game, right? The offside. I think maybe I might have missed a couple of seconds or minutes while watching 2 screens at the same time. Yeah, but that referee for me, that Barcelona, that guy that looks like Leandro Trossard, I've forgotten his name, that referee, that man is the best referee when it comes to European football. There is none that comes close to him. And his officiating are spot on. There was a time Atletico, Solot was shouting handball against Barcelona. And he did them like this. Now, there was no handball there. So, I don't know why people are just complaining. Fizzy Gun says, what's up? Yeah, I'm good, brother. Nice to have you on the channel. Nothing says referee bias 2 potential red for Atletico. Which one are you saying 2 potential red card? Which incidents were that? M Dictator says best referee, yeah, sure, best clown. And Iskan says the VAR was checked 2 times in favor of Atletico, but the referee didn't check the VAR for Barcelona. Nah, the referee checked the VAR for that offside. Sorry, not the referee. The VAR checked the VAR for the offside, because that would have gone as a goal, but the offside had to be checked to be sure. Anthony the Go says, be sad because it's over, smile because we came so far. Uisi footy. Okay? Nothing says 16 foul in second leg, but not even a yellow card. John Hackard says hello. John Hackard, nice to have you on the channel. Where are you connecting from? M Dictator says Arsenal, please Arsenal 67-0 Atletico Madrid. Are you sure Arsenal is going to qualify, BJ? Are you sure Arsenal is going to qualify? Seb says Romelu Lukaku isn't following anyone. Autodesk. Who is Autodesk? Colin Martin says hi. Colin Martin, nice to have you on the channel. Welcome back. Seb says nothing. It does interfere though because not can put people off and interfere with play. I don't know why you guys are saying that that's not an offside. Honestly, Ferran Torres was it Ferran Torres? Yeah, it was Ferran Torres. He was ahead of the Atletico defender. He was the last man before the goalkeeper. So how is that an offside? Yes, the ball touched the Atletico player before going to Torres, right? But before the ball was kicked by his teammate, he was already offside. That's the point. I don't get what you guys are saying in the chat, honestly. Anthony the Ghost says, Noble, have you seen my video of you? Yeah, I saw that video yesterday. Well, I think you brought my face first, then Rudiger and what's his name? Igor Thiago followed suit. Yeah, I watched the short video. Yeah, I watched it. John Hackard says Albania. Alright, brother, nice to have you on the channel. I think you are the second or third Albanian I'm having on my channel. I know I have people from different countries on my channel. Some countries I didn't even know I will get to maybe see or relate to people from those countries. There are so many countries I've been seeing people on my channel, and it's really nice to connect with people all around the world. Yeah, it's an amazing feeling. Mason Dickinson says S. S what? I don't understand, Mason Dickinson. What do you mean by that? Nothing says you are biased. Biased about what exactly? I want to understand. Nothing says ball got deflected to technically onside. Nah, bro. That deflection, I think what the VAR checked was the first instance the ball was kicked, he was offside. That was what VAR checked there. And for me, that is a correct call. Because that ball, yes, it touched the Atletico guy, right? But the first instance it was kicked, he was definitely offside. Mohammed Rehan says, I'm from India. Where are you from? I'm Nigerian, bro. Which part of India are you from? John Hackard says, just subscribe. Thank you very much, John Hackard, for subscribing. Let's see. Okay, John Hackard says Bayern Munich is the GOAT. Yeah, I think Bayern is going to defeat Madrid tonight. I'm not happy saying it, but anytime I give my predictions, I don't give predictions with sentiment. I just predict games the way I see them. And I think I think Bayern is going to defeat Madrid tonight. I know Madrid is the most unpredictable team when it comes to European football, Champions League nights, right? But yeah, I think Madrid will not be able to win at the Allianz Arena. Honestly, I don't think they'll be able to win. But let's see how it goes. The Liverpool game, yeah, I think talking about the Liverpool game, because there are so many Barcelona fans expressing their frustrations about the referees' decisions last night. But out of all those decisions, right, the only decision I think I might not agree with the referee on was that red card. Yeah, but if it's that offside, Definitely 100% that's an offside. Now, for the red card, when I watched it, it was not like the first leg red card that Pau Kubasi brought. Was it Griezmann or Korea down? I can't remember who he brought down. That one was purely a red card. But the yesterday one, if I'm being honest, banter aside, because I love Barcelona losing, right? Banter aside, that red card, I think that is one decision I 100% do not agree with the referee. Yeah, because I didn't see any uh I didn't see any strong contact between Eric Garcia and Solot, right? Yeah, but for the offside one, 100% I agree with the referee's decision, VAR checking that offside, because that ball, before it was kicked, Ferran Torres was offside. So don't tell me because the ball touched the Atletico defender, then it's not off. No. Let me have bet says Olmo one was a penalty. Now I didn't see the Olmo one. Yeah, I didn't see the Olmo one. Like I said, I don't like giving an opinion about what I didn't see. So I didn't see that particular incident, right? Because I was watching both the Liverpool game against PSG and Atletico against Barcelona. Yeah, but yeah, that's the only decision in that game that personally I will say, okay, I think the referee didn't get it right there. Okay, but every other one, nah, I didn't have any issues with it. Victim says, who is a better dictator, Kim Jong Un or Mbappe? What's you guys' obsession with Kylian Mbappe and this dictator stuff? Come on. Majid says, hi Noble, how are you and your wife, buddy? Always nice to see you and being in your stream, goat. Yeah, thank you very much, brother. My wife is doing amazing. Thank you very much for asking. Yeah, we are doing very, very good. And thank you guys very much for the support. I really, really appreciate every one of you, honestly. Because I started this channel 7 months ago, right? And I know how far we've come on the channel, and it's mainly because of the support I get from each and every one of you. That's why I said to people, this channel is not really about maybe me or just say Man United that I support. There are lots of fans that are not even Man United fans on my channel. Lots of them. I have so many. I don't know if Liverpool, Arsenal, and Barcelona fans are even more than Man United fans on my channel. Like, there are just so many fans on my channel. Madrid, Man United, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal. Like, there are just so many fans on my channel. And yeah, sometimes I know I banter those teams and all that. And sometimes as well, they banter Man United and Madrid. But it's the fun of the game. And I really appreciate the support I've seen from you guys over the past 7 months. There are people who have been here for the past 5 months. There are people who have been here when I had just 260 subscribers, right? And now I have over 2,400 subscribers. So it's really, really nice to see how far we've come on the channel. And I really do appreciate each and every one of you for the support. Thank you, guys. Oliver Molly says, hi. Oliver, welcome back. Yeah, Oliver, I'm good, brother. Welcome back. I love making EB build says, what's your favorite soccer player? Mine is Lewandowski. My favorite soccer or football player, because you guys in the US call it soccer, but other parts of the world call it football. My favorite football player of all time definitely is Cristiano Ronaldo. But at the moment, it's Bruno Fernandes. Real Dandy says Atletico took the revenge for Chelsea from 2009 UCL. Whatever happened to Barca was very well deserved. The thing is, it's funny, right? Barcelona in the past couple of years have had decisions in their favor, which they still have an ongoing case right now against them. The referee according to reports, that was bribed. I think was it 1 million euros of no, I think about 2 or 3 million euros. That was bribed. Blah blah blah. Decisions in favor of Barcelona, and right now Barcelona fans are crying that the referees are giving decisions against them and all that. But I I remember in those years 27, 28, 29, 210, 211, 212, 213, and 214, 15 as well. Barcelona had lots of referee decisions that were in favor of them because of Lionel Messi. Lots of decisions were in favor of them because of Lionel Messi. But now they are complaining when one decision doesn't go their way. They will complain that the referee is this, the referee is that. Now, you remember what happened in La Liga, which was what I think it was Anish Khan who was complaining about that in the chat yesterday, right, during the game. And I told him, bro, you remember the Atletico Madrid game against Barcelona, right? The second leg that was played before the first leg of the UEFA Champions League. Barcelona won that game 2-1. And that red card that was supposed to be given to, what's his name? What's this guy's name? This Barcelona defender. I think it was Gerard Martin, yes. That red card was supposed to have been given to Gerard Martin. But the referee gave it first. VAR told him to review it. He reviewed it and said no penalty. For me, that was a clear... Sorry, I said no red card. For me, that was a clear red card. And that red card made Barcelona win that game. If not, Atletico would have gotten a draw. Or at least won that game because they played better in the game. But that's why I said sometimes these referee decisions is just... it might favor you today, tomorrow it goes against you. That's just it. Oliver Molly says, what do you think of the last Man United game, especially the red card? Yeah, I don't think that was a red card, right? The referee said it was violent conduct. I didn't see anything violent with that. Calvert-Lewin put his hand on Lisandro Martinez's neck. Martinez was falling off and was trying to get a balance. The only thing he could hold on not to fall down was Calvert-Lewin's hair. And that was it. So it's crazy, yeah. Honestly, it's crazy. Also, look at the elbow from Calvert-Lewin to Leny Yoro. VAR didn't decide to check it. They choose what to check and what not to check. That's one thing with the game that personally, at this point, I'm not really a big fan of VAR. Honestly. Let me have bet says PSG 5-0 in the final, whoever it is. PSG game against Bayern is going to be tough. That's the semi-final I'm really looking for, and I hope we do see it, right, because I don't think Madrid is going to beat Bayern. And a slot says, what happened to me, Anthony? Okay. And a slot bowed head says, peace be unto you. Yeah, peace be unto you, Mariam. Welcome back. Welcome back. Real Dandy says, let me have bit, keep crying. Let me have says, why would I cry? I don't know why Barcelona fans are just shouting all over the internet. Everywhere you go on the internet, they are shouting about the referee. And I'm like, come on, guys. You guys had the 2-0 advantage. You should have gone 1-0 up. If Barcelona had gone 3-0 up at halftime, then 100% they would have won that game. And I've always said this. The weak point of the Barcelona game, of the Barcelona team, is their defense. Their defense is shocking. Mohamed Rehan says, show me the view outside your house. A little bit away from the windows. So sorry, I can't do that now. M Dictator says, Nobu, please say Visa Barca. Why would I say Visa Barca? Chabel Mikhail says yes. Chabel Mikhail, where are you connecting from? Yeah, the Liverpool, we are still talking about the Barcelona game. We have not gone to the Liverpool game, which for me, that was the most interesting result and game. Yeah, Liverpool couldn't score one goal in both legs, and that's a big disgrace. to Liverpool. They were talking about Chelsea. At least Chelsea got 2 goals against PSG in Paris. Yeah, they got 2 goals against them, and Liverpool couldn't even score 1 goal at Anfield. Yeah, they couldn't even score 1 goal at Anfield. And a slot bad head says, dude, this YouTube video translates English into another English language. I don't know, maybe it's because you've always been typing in Arabic. I guess that was why. Maybe even when you write in English language, it translates it to a different a different word in English. Het Hafsa says hello. Yeah, hello to you. Het Hafsa. Het Hafsa, where are you connecting from? Mohammed, sorry, I can't show you the view outside my house right now. Sorry, bro. Oliver Molly says, I'm just happy Liverpool are knocked out. Yeah, bro, we are in the same thoughts right now, because for me, that game is even the game that I enjoy the most. Yeah, that's the game I enjoy the most. The fact that they were knocked out, Liverpool, and they couldn't score even 1 goal. Liverpool couldn't score 1 single goal. It's crazy. Oliver says, okay, I already read that out. Majid says, if you are a Man United fan, I know you're a Man United fan, but you will never walk alone, Nobu. We will always be here and support this channel. Thank you very much, Majid. I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yeah. Like I said earlier, the support I get from every one of you is just amazing. Yeah, the support is amazing. I know there are some crazy guys that just come to the channel and do some silly stuff. And I think recently we've had a drop off from those who usually just come to just do some racist stuff and misbehave. Yeah, but it's been amazing that the support has been massive, honestly, and I really appreciate it. Thank you very much, guys. M Dictator says, I feel good, bro. It's past the Barcelona lost. Okay. And a slot badhead says, how are you, Majid? Mohammed Rehan says, please. What are you using it to do, bro? Come on. Coco Channel says, I love my United. Up the Red Devils. Yeah, United for life, bro. United for life. Coco Channel. Are you connecting from the UK, Coco? M Dictator says, Visa Barca Catalonia. Anthony the Ghost says, bro, profile picture is Mbappe and he's sad for Barcelona. Don't mind BJ Army. BJ Army and his obsession of Kylian Mbappe recently is funny. Odrin Go says hi. Odrin, nice to have you. Odrin, where are you connecting from? Odrin goes. Mohammed Rehan says, I'm from India, you are Muslim. What are your name? Nah, I'm not a Muslim, bro. Do I look like a Muslim? Maybe because of my beard. Nah, I'm not a Muslim. I'm a Christian. I'm from Nigeria. Which part of India are you from? Kerala, Shillong, Kolkata, Goa, Kashmir, West Bengal, Mumbai. Where exactly are you from in India? I know a couple of cities there. Evi Nieva says, hi, remember me? Yeah, it's been a very long time. Of course I do remember the name. I think I definitely will remember about 60 to 70% of names on my channel. Yeah, there are just a few I know I don't recall, and it's mainly those who at any point were not active. But if you're active at some point, definitely if I see the name, I will remember, except maybe the person changes their name or profile picture. Queen Cole says, Palma is going to Madrid. Kylian Mbappe is going to Barcelona. I'm joking, I was bored. Queen Cole, where are you connecting from? We have a watch along later tonight for the Champions League games between Bayern Munich versus Real Madrid and Arsenal versus Sporting CP. So you can join the live watch along so as not to get bored. Anthony the Ghost says, Noble to Man United, here we go. Well, Yeah, if I was much younger, that would have been the case. Milkran says Jesus loves you. Yeah, thank you very much, and he does loves you as well. Thank you very much. Mohammed Rehan says I'm from Rajasthan. Okay, yeah, I know Rajasthan. Funky Sen says I'm from Kerala. Yeah, is it Kerala Blisters or Blasters they call them, that football team. Yeah, I know Kerala is one of the cities in India. I said anytime I visit India, I would definitely go to Kerala, Shillong, I think Kolkata and Bangalore. These four cities. Yeah, I think Goa is among them. I think these four cities, I'm definitely going to visit them. CL says, hi, remember me? Yeah, I do remember you, CL, the Newcastle man. I think you are the most consistent Newcastle fan I have on my channel. I have about 3 or 4 other Newcastle fans, right? But you are the most consistent. Majid says, and a slot bad header, I'm doing great, brother. Thanks. How are you doing? Majid, and a slot is Mariam. It's Mariam that changed her name to an slot bald head. Queen Cole says, where are you from? I'm Nigerian, but I'm currently living in China. How about you, Queen Cole? Where are you from? Okay, Cole has to be the UK. Yeah, that's an English name, Cole. Cole Palmer, Joe Cole, Andy Cole. So it has to be the UK or Ireland, definitely. Milton says, hello, Noble. What about the result last night from PSG and Atletico? Yeah, that's what we're actually talking about, and there has been lots of complaints. Barcelona fans are fuming that they were robbed by the referee. The referee did this, that wasn't a red card, it wasn't an offside. Atletico were supposed to have had a decision against them, the penalty and all that. But I'm like, you guys should just chill, right? Sometimes in football, you get decisions in favor, sometimes against. Like the Man United Leeds game on Monday. All the decisions in that game were just against us. And I was really, really upset because I know that these sort of decisions will cost your team points. And it's very, very tough. But you just have to get over it. Because the more you think or talk about it, the angrier you get, honestly. Queen Cole says, I'm from Australia. Really, I didn't actually think of that. Australia, I was looking at the UK or Ireland. It's nice to have you on the channel, bro. Are you from Perth, Melbourne, or is it Ontario is Canada? Perth, Melbourne. I've forgotten my Australian cities. Which city in Australia are you from? Queen Cole. Mohammed Rehan says, famous Rajasthani food, dal bati chorma. Now, I'm not someone that, I'm not really good with food. I'm not really good with eating food from different countries. But sometimes it's the most thrilling thing for me is the culture, right? But when it comes to food, I'm not a foodie, so I'm not really into eating or having that urge to eat different food from different countries. I'm very, very selective when it comes to food. So I'm not a foodie, but one thing that interests me about different countries is the culture, their way of life, right? So that's one thing that I love so much. The culture of different people, their way of life, how they do things. That's one thing that intrigues me the most. Yeah. Carol DL says hi. Carol, I think you've been on the channel before, right? Welcome back. Milton says, not sure, but maybe Arsenal and Real Madrid might get through. I'm going to say this. I think I have a very strong feeling Arsenal might get knocked out of the Champions League tonight. It's an unpopular opinion. Yeah, it's an unpopular opinion, but I'm saying this before the game starts. Yeah, I predicted that Arsenal was going to win 2-1, right? But I have a very strong feeling uh, Arsenal will get knocked out tonight. I have a very, very strong feeling. But let's see. M Dictator says Barcelona loves you. And for Real Madrid, bro, I don't see Madrid going through tonight. Honestly, I don't see Madrid. In as much as Madrid is my second team, but honestly, I don't see them going through tonight. But let's see what happens. Guys, let's get the likes up. Let's get it up. It's been interesting. Yeah, the games yesterday were really, really interesting. And I would say the game that I'm most happy about is the Liverpool game against PSG. That was fantastic. The fact that Liverpool couldn't score one goal even made it more interesting. Yeah, more interesting. I just love to see Liverpool struggle, honestly. And a slot bad says, Majid, bro, I'm not brother, I'm Mariam. Yeah, Mariam, a lot of people don't know it's you with the bad. Oh, whose head did you put? This girl, Mariam. Mariam, whose bad head did you put on your profile picture? I just looked closely at it now and I'm seeing a bad head. That looks like Stone Cold Steve Austin's head. Or is that an a slot? Carol Diaz says, can you shout out my channel? KXLYT. Okay, shout out to you, Carol DL. KXLYT. What content do you create? Is it Reddit or you do normal football content? Green Dusk says, in Noble we trust. Thank you very much, Green Dusk. Nice to always have you back. Funky Sam says, I live in Bangalore though. Okay, yeah. I heard Bangalore is the IT hub of India. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I want to visit Bangalore because yeah, it's a lot of people said that Bangalore is like the headquarters of anything IT, and I know India is good with tech. Yeah, India is very good with tech. Hamdan says, hello bro. Hamdan, nice to have you on the channel. Where are you connecting from? Mohammed Rehan says, do you watch IPL? Nah, I don't watch IPL. M Dictator says, Visa Barca 7-2 Newcastle. 7-2 Barca against Newcastle. It doesn't make any sense now because Barcelona have been knocked out. So that result against Newcastle doesn't make sense. Green Dot says, Barca got knocked out. Life is good. Yeah, life is good. Also, to crown it all, Liverpool were knocked out 4-0 without scoring one goal in both legs. And that's the most interesting one for me. Majid says, haha, nice to see you, Mariam. I wasn't expecting that, to be honest, but nice name. Yeah, I was surprised the first day I saw that. Funky Sam says, show outside. You've joined the Mohamed Rehan guy. M Dictator says, Ferran Torres greater than Kylian Mbappe. Come on, bro. Majid says, her luck on yesterday lost Mariam. Queen Cole says Brisbane. Okay, you're from Brisbane. Alright. Lucky Wookie says, watching from India. Yes, sir, Man United. Yeah, thank you very much. Which part of India are you watching from? Lucky Wookie. Which part of India are you watching from? Milton says Liverpool out and Barcelona also. So now can Arsenal and Real get through? That's difficult, honestly. It's very difficult. Like I said, I have a very strong feeling Arsenal will get knocked out by Sporting. I have a very strong feeling. Arsenal at the moment, they are not at their best. So I think it's going to be very tough for them. Yes, they are playing at the Emirates, but at this point in the season, your home doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Look at Liverpool at home yesterday. They couldn't score one goal and PSG scored 2 goals against them. So it's going to be tough. Bayern against Real Madrid. Real Madrid is poor right now and there's no Thibaut Courtois. Yeah, Lunin is decent, but Courtois is not there and it's showing. Mohammed Rehan says Rajasthani food research on YouTube. Dil Bati Choma, very tasty food in India. Yeah, like I said, I'm not really a foodie, and most times I find it very difficult to try new dishes, honestly. Yeah, I know maybe sometimes if my wife wants me to try a new dish, I know how how hard it is for her to convince me because I'm really not a foodie type. Yeah, I'm really not a foodie type, honestly. Milton says the Champions League reaches a critical point. Yeah, that's one of the reasons we love the UCL, right? At this point, it gets more interesting. Yeah, it gets more interesting. Nice Football Highlight says this score prediction for Arsenal. I predicted that Arsenal was going to win 2-1, right? That was my prediction. You can check my short prediction video I posted yesterday. But at this point, I'm having a very strong feeling, and it's very much similar to the feeling I had for Arsenal against AFC Bournemouth over the weekend. So it's a tough one. Yeah, I think it's going to be very, very tough. But let's see. Deleted Videos says hi. Deleted Videos, welcome to the channel. Muhammad Pringo Digo says glory, glory Manchester United. Yeah, glory, glory Man United, brother. Where are you guys connecting from? Let me know in the chat. Abid says Modric or Xavi. Luka Modric or Xavi Hernandez. Honestly, Luka Modric or Xavi Hernandez. If you're looking at the overall career of Modric and Xavi, I think Modric stayed longer in the game, right? And he also achieved a lot, same as what's it called? Same as Xavi, right? But yeah, Xavi for me, like if you're just thinking about the player I can pick, honestly, I'll go with Xavi. But I really, really do like Luka Modric, right? But I would just slightly go with Xavi Hernandez, honestly. Milton says, Noble, you think maybe Arsenal and Real might go through? I don't think Madrid can beat Bayern at Allianz Arena. They cannot. Madrid right now, if Madrid are at their best, yes, they can do it. But Madrid now is too bad. Their defense is terrible. They concede lots of goals and it's not good for them. Scoring goals is even a problem for them now. And a slot badhead says, Noble trust in Hilbert, bro. Now, Hilbert is an opposite predictor. Yeah, that's his forte. But Mariam, whose head is that on your profile picture? Is that Arne Slot or Stone Cold Steve Austin? I want to know because the bald head is shining like oil was applied on it. Tesos Solis says, hello my friend. Yeah, welcome back Tesos Solis. Nice to have you back as always. Thank you very much. Oli Passman says hi. Oli, nice to have you on the channel. Welcome to the channel. The Depi Cross says penalty for Real Madrid. Madrid is yet to play. They are playing later today. So let's see if they are getting a penalty or not. But I think both games today will also be very, very tough. But I enjoyed the games that were played yesterday, right? The quarterfinals between Liverpool, PSG, and also Atletico, Barcelona. All the games were very, very interesting. And I enjoyed every bit of the games. Oleku. Oli Passman, have you subscribed to the channel already? Oli Passman. Abid Deleted Video and Mohammed Prindigo, have you guys subscribed to the channel? Club Jogen says one has Ballon d'Or in the era of prime Messi and Ronaldo. I don't understand what you're saying. And a Slot Badhead says I think Slot needs a hair transplant to change his way of thinking. Yeah, Slot is confused, right? I think he doesn't have a clue of what he's doing currently at Liverpool. Yeah, he's very, very confused, and it's affecting the team. It's affecting the team badly. And one thing I don't like about Slot is the fact that he complains a lot. And I don't like managers who complain. Milton says, Noble, if we are left with 4 teams after tonight, then we have PSG, Atletico plus 2 from tonight. Yes. And I think the 2 from tonight definitely has to be Bayern and Arsenal, but maybe we can have Sporting because you can't write Sporting off. Their first game against Arsenal was very tough. It was a late goal from Kai Havertz that saw Arsenal get the win. I think about 91st minute or 92nd minute. So let's see how that goes. Anthony Digo says, Tung Tung Shahu better. Is it Tupac Shakur you're talking? I don't understand. Let's see. Majid says Madrid will win. Come on, Noble. Let's just believe in the great Madrid. Hala Madrid, yeah, another mass. Bro, Madrid is unpredictable. That's just the simple truth. And I really don't see them getting any result against Bayern tonight, except they do the unthinkable. But it's still within the realms of possibilities, right? I still think it's possible, but it's going to be very, very difficult, honestly. Very, very. And a slot baldhead says, did you like the shiny baldhead, Noble? Yeah, I like it. It's I didn't know you already changed the profile picture. Yes, you said yesterday you were going to change it, right? But I wasn't expecting to see it. I was just trying to read out your chat and I saw the bald head shining in front of me and I'm like, what did Mariam do here? What is going on? Fan of Real says, hey, fan of Real, is it Real Sociedad or Real Madrid? Which fan of the Real are you? Tres Football says, bro, Atletico Madrid won against Barcelona. Yeah, it was a very, very interesting game, honestly. And I enjoyed every bit of that game, honestly. Okay, guys, we are currently on 18 likes, right? So I want us to get the likes up to 30 before I end the stream, probably in about 15 minutes from now. So let's get the likes to 30, guys. I want us to get the likes to 30. Have you read the papers? Do you see what they say? Rising unemployment, cost of living every day is getting high. And for those who are yet to subscribe to the channel, let's get the subscribers up, guys. Subscribe to Noble's View. Messi says Madrid ain't winning. Yeah, in as much as I would have loved Madrid to win, but I don't like to give my predictions with sentiment. Yeah, I don't like it, but I'll just give my predictions straight up without sentiment. Your dictator Mbappe says, yo, your dictator Mbappe, I don't understand why you and Toxic Edit and BGME are just so obsessed with Kylian Mbappe, honestly. Anthony the Ghost says, Toxic gonna get dictator Mbappe to make Arsenal win with Mikel Arteta Harambo. And a slot badder says, trust Hilbert's opposition. Trust Hilbert's opposing prediction, Noble. I think that's going to be the case. Your dictator Mbappe says Madrid are going to get cooked in every way possible. Madrid tonight, honestly, I wish to see something different, but nah, I really don't think that's going to be the case. But let's see what happens. Fan of Real says Liverpool, United, Man City, Tottenham fan. How are you? Where are you connecting from? Fan of Real. Vibe Half says, do you follow cricket? No, I don't follow cricket, brother. I don't follow cricket. Majid says, if we get a first half goal, I believe we will qualify for the next round. Yeah, Madrid need to score first. That is one important thing they need to do tonight. They need to score first. But if they concede against Bayern first, then it's game over. Milton says, can Bayern go further with maybe PSG? Yeah, I think semi-final is going to be PSG Bayern, honestly. Okay, fan of Real says Real Madrid fire. Okay, Real Madrid fan. Okay. Madrid is my second team, right? But Madrid this season is shocking. Yeah, I don't understand what Arbeloa is doing. And I've said this. Getting Arbeloa to replace Xabi Alonso, that was a very big mistake from Florentino Perez. Very, very big mistake, honestly. Very big one. Milton says, if you had to pick a Champions League winner, who is favorite? It's definitely Bayern for me. Bayern have been the best team. Honestly. Fan of Real, have you subscribed to the channel already? Fan of Real says, Luka Modric or Xavi? For the longevity, I will go with Luka Modric, right? But when it comes to like the actual football played within the person's prime, honestly, Xavi, I am a big fan of Xavi, so I'll go with Xavi for that. But I'm just looking at Modric for the longevity. Modric, I don't know if Modric has more goals and assists than Xavi, right? I need to double check that. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Xavi and Iniesta. Iniesta is one of my favorite midfielders. Andreas Iniesta. And a slot badhead says, I need to get ready for university. I'll tell you when I get back. Goodbye, Noble. How come you didn't notice my head at university from day one? Everyone was asking where it was because I changed it yesterday. Honestly, I didn't see it. I guess why I saw this one is because the bald head is very much close to the camera when it was taken, and it's very shiny. I think that's why I can see it very clearly. Fan of Real says Zlatan or Lewandowski. I definitely will go with Lewandowski. Anthony the Ghost says, what party, bro? Who was talking about a party? And a slot badhead says, please try to understand the comment because there is a mistake in it and I will not rewrite it. No, I get your point, Mariam. Definitely. You don't need to rewrite it. Your dictator Mbappe says, only penalty can help Madrid. I think the only weak link in the Bayern team and defense is that crazy defender called Upamecano. That guy for me is way too overrated. Upamecano, very overrated defender. I don't see why people overrate that guy, honestly. His game is just so annoying. Fan of Real says, yes, I already subscribed. Thank you very much, Fan of Real. Like I said, guys, I'll be going live later tonight for the watch along for Bayern, Real Madrid, and Arsenal Sporting. So it's going to be interesting. Let's see which two teams are going to join PSG and Atletico in the semi-final. Anthony the Go says, Modric is too young. I'll go with Xavi. Modric too young? Come on, bro. Modric stayed long in the game. Modric is 40 years now, right? Is it 40? Yeah, 40 or 39. I know Modric is 40 now. And he's going to be playing the World Cup. Your dictator Mbappe says Upamecano didn't score against Madrid because I threatened him. Upamecano is a very rubbish defender. I really do not rate him. Honestly, I don't rate that guy. He's like Onana for me in front of goal. Honestly. Fan of Real says 40-year young star Manuel Neuer. Yeah, Manuel Neuer is really really amazing. Honestly, he was the one that stopped Madrid from winning the first leg. He was phenomenal in that game. He won the man of the match as well. So it's really really good for football. But yeah, Neuer is a legend. He's a legend of the game. He revolutionized the goalkeeping position with his style of play, and that's really fantastic. Legend Suni Chetri says blue blue. Yeah, legend Suni Chetri, welcome back to the channel, bro. And for those who are just joining, guys, I want us to get to 30 likes before I end the stream. Like I said, I'm going to end the stream shortly, so let's get the likes up, guys. We are currently on 23, so 7 more likes to get to 30. Legend Suni Chetri says Pep is legend. Yeah, of course. Pep Guardiola is a legend of the Premier League and of football in general, because with what he's done in the past couple of years, it's really remarkable in football. Honestly, it's really really remarkable in football. Ole ku, tell me something where I know fit do. Fan of Real says London is blue. Okay, you support Madrid and Chelsea. Oh, I see. That's not a good combination. Madrid and Chelsea. Come on, brother. That's not a good combination. Honestly, it's not a good combination. Milton says already Bayern are leading 2-1 and Arsenal have a 1-0 lead from the first leg. Yeah, Bayern are leading 2-1 right now against Madrid. So let's see if Madrid will come back or is going to be a continuation of the win for Bayern against Madrid. Let's see. Ole ku, tell me something where I know fit do. And a slot bar says, Noble bro, I told you goodbye, but you didn't answer me. Oh, sorry. Sorry about that, Mariam. Goodbye, and do have a great day at the university today. Why are you not living in the hostel, Mariam? Because from what you usually say, staying with your niece, right? Is it your niece or your nephew? Yeah, you go to school from home. So why are you not in the school hostel? Or you don't like the school hostel? Anthony the Goat says Manchester is purple. Majid says, with all due respect, but many don't know that Xavi played for Barcelona since 1998 and we didn't know him since Pep coached Barcelona in 2009. No, Xavi has been... He's from the Barcelona Academy, right? And he's been in the game for a very long time. Yeah, like I said, I love Luka Modric. Yeah, I love Xavi Hernandez. But out of Modric, Iniesta, and Xavi, I'll definitely pick Andres Iniesta ahead of these 3 players. These other 2 players, honestly. I love Modric. Yeah, what he's done in the game is longevity. Yeah, but definitely Iniesta is one of my favorite midfielders. Iniesta and Zidane. Iniesta, Zidane, Scholes, I love those guys very, very much. Fan of Real says Manchester is blue. Manchester will always be red, bro. Always red. Majid says Modric was a legend since his days in Spurs, which we know it's a shitty team. Now Modric played very well at Spurs. He was very much younger. I think he was in his 20s then. Yeah, he was in his 20s when he was playing for Spurs. He played with the likes of Gareth Bale. I think Kyle Walker as well. He played with Kyle Walker. Who else did he play with at Madrid? At Spurs. I'm trying to remember the names he played with. M Dictator says Czech Republic. Croatia and Czechia are greatest penalty teams in the world. Penalty shootout between Czechia and Croatia should become crazy. Yeah, Croatia are very good with penalties. I'm not gonna lie, they are very, very good with penalties. And Czechia won their two playoff games through penalties. So that is not to be overlooked. Yeah. Milton says, Noble, your prediction for Premier League and Champions League, please. Bro, previously I went for Arsenal for the Premier League, right? But at this point, I think I'm going to change my prediction to Manchester City because I don't see Arsenal winning Man City on Sunday. I really don't see them. Memphis says hello. Memphis, nice to have you back. It's been a very long time. Nice to have you back, Memphis. Fan of Real says Del Piero or Neymar. Alexander Del Piero. A legend of Juve. But yeah, I'll definitely go with Neymar. Yeah, I love and respect Del Piero, but yeah, I will go with Neymar for sure. I definitely will go with Neymar. Okay, let's see. And a slot baldhead says, haha, no, I want to go to university dorms. They are disgusting. Besides, the university is in my city. If I go to another city, I'll be in student housing, and my niece has already left. Okay. um yeah, I understand your point. Sometimes most dormitories are not as comfortable as you would like them to be. So I 100% understand that. Fan of Real says Lilian Thuram or Cafu. I definitely will go with Cafu. Yeah, Milton says maybe Arsenal will hold on in remaining matches. The game against City on Sunday is like a final. So whoever wins it gets through to winning the league, honestly. Who is spamming the chat? MB Gaming. Whoa. Oh, two people actually tying him at the same time. BJ Army and Anthony the Goat. Fan of Real says Lilian Thuram better than Cafu. Well, all these are opinions, but for me, I definitely Cafu for me is one of the best. Right? He's one of the best in his position. Majid says respect Del Piero, please, Noble. Yeah, I honestly do respect Del Piero, but I cannot pick Alexander Del Piero ahead of Neymar. Nah, yeah, Del Piero was big in his day, but nah, not for. Yeah, I will not pick him ahead of Neymar. Honestly, I can't pick him ahead of Neymar. No sound. Fan of Real says no sound. Guys, can't you hear me in the chat? Fan of Real is saying no sound. So please let me know if you guys can hear me. Anthony the Goat, M Dictator says Anthony the Goat is still learning to be dictator. Okay, MDK, you can hear me. Alright, thank you very much. Fan of Real, that means you should check out your sound, bro. Others can hear me, so check your sound, brother. SM Radio, Rafio says, what's up? Yeah, I'm doing good, brother. I'm doing amazing. Nice to have you on the channel. Where are you connecting from? SM Rafio. Guys, let's get the likes up. Let's get it up. I want us to get to 30 likes, guys. Let's get it up. Ole cool. Majid says Neymar has that Brazilian mentality. He plays when he wants to. Now, Del Piero is a legend, right? But honestly, I will go for Neymar ahead of Del Piero. Yeah. I will go for, it's the like of man. I will go for him ahead of Del Piero, honestly. I love Del Piero. Yeah, I watched him lots of times at Juve, but yeah. I definitely will go with Neymar. And a slot badhead says, yes, there are many problems and no one advises me on how to handle them. Besides, I have some bad friends and my father is overly protective of me. Also, I won't be able to rely on myself and prepare my own food. I could, but I won't. Okay. You will say that's your main reason. MDK says Hala Madrid. Yeah, bro, Hala Madrid. Funky Sam says, what's your favorite Chinese food? My favorite Chinese food is Xi Ling Hua, Yu He Mi Fan. Like, those are the two favorite dishes for me when it comes to Chinese food. But I'm not really into eating too many Chinese food because I'm very, very selective when it comes to food. Funky Sam says, harsh reality is Neymar not in top three Brazilian players of all time. Neymar has to be in the top three, even though you might not see his name as being a fancy name. Yeah, there are lots of legends in Brazilian history. Pelé, Ronaldinho, Ronaldo Nazario, Romario. There are two other legends I'm actually forgetting. Roberto Baggio. Is Baggio Italian or Brazilian? There are, I think, about two other names I didn't mention that are top. So Madrid, sorry, not Madrid. Brazil has lots of legends. Lots of legends. Fan of Real says Michael Owen or Luis Suarez. Yeah, I know Owen won the Ballon d'Or, right? But definitely I'll go with Luis Suarez. Owen had a very short career, and I think it's because of the injury. If not the injury to Michael Owen, yeah, Owen would have hit very, very great heights, honestly. Funky Sam says Pele, R9, and Ronaldinho. Yeah, Brazil has top legends, honestly. They have top legends. Rivaldo is also there. Because many people don't even know Rivaldo. Rivaldo is a big legend of Brazil. He won the Ballon d'Or, I think, twice or three times in the 90s. Yeah, Brazil has lots of legends. Milton says, Noble, I think Arsenal and Bayern might win the trophies. Yeah, that's what I thought earlier for Arsenal, but Arsenal dropped points against Bournemouth and it's looking bad for them. They still have Man City to play on Sunday, so it's difficult. Yeah, it's difficult. Falad says Dubai is good. Yeah, I've been to Dubai a couple of times. Dubai is really, really fantastic. Dictator says Anthony the Goat, still any Romanian club in Europe? Anthony says, wait, BJ, you from Czechoslovakia. Majid says, all Brazilian players you mentioned won the World Cup except one player. Guess who? I know you are going to say Neymar. I know definitely you are going to call Neymar, but bro, Neymar deserves some respect in the game. By the way, he's the highest goal scorer in Brazil. Neymar has the highest goal in Brazil national team. So he deserves some respect, honestly. Funky Sam says, today we have Cristiano and Champions League matches. Very interesting. Yeah, Cristiano is the king of Champions League. He's the king of Champions League. None comes close to him. Guys, let's get the likes to 30. I'm about to end the stream. So let's get the likes up to 30, guys. Come on, let's get it up, guys. Let's get it up. Have you read the papers? Do you see what they say? Rising unemployment, cost of living every day is getting high. Another serious Obama in a box with a team kit. Okay, guys, I'll be ending the stream now, and thank you guys very much for the support. I will see you guys later this evening for the watch along between Bayern Madrid and Arsenal Sporting CP. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. For those who are yet to join the channel, kindly hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys later this evening. Peace out, guys, and bye.